Hello. Hello. Oh gosh, everyone has forgotten who I am. Everyone has forgotten. Oh, hello, Rayone, Michi. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Who am I? I've forgotten who I am. Who are you? Hello, everybody. I'm Mint. I'm back. For now. Is my stuff okay? I didn't bother doing a sound test. I never bothered doing a sound test. In fact, I forgot that sound tests are a thing until Michi started streaming, and then like, oops, I'm adjusting my camera. Until Michi, ooh, I'm so tall. Until Michi started streaming, and then he does sound tests and I don't. Hold on, let me move myself down. Hello, everybody. It's been a long while. I haven't been streaming because I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it. I got really like tired. I got really like not motivated to do anything. Like I had these sketched out. I had stuff sketched out, and I just didn't feel like doing anything. I couldn't like draw. I didn't even want to stream games. I just came back home tired every day, and I was just like and like I just didn't want to like, you know, do anything. So I ended up not doing anything for a long time. I don't know, like I got a little bit like I don't wanna like, you know, maybe I got a bit of I don't want to say depression, because depression is like an actual like, you know, serious condition, you know, and I don't want to make like light of anything, so I don't want to use that. But I felt like it was a little similar, you know, like you don't really feel like doing anything. You kind of just want to sleep and just want to lie down and stuff, you know. And then it took so much to even like do anything. I just wanted to just like play games, and I didn't even want to like look at social media for a long time. I turned off all my I turned off every notification from Twitter and Blue Sky. Like I just didn't want to look at it, you know. I turned everything off. Like not on my PC, so I can still see replies and stuff, but basically I just don't get like, ooh, outside is noisy. But I basically just don't get notifications from, you know, on my phone about stuff, like whether people reply, whether people like it. I just don't get notifs at all, because I just didn't want to get reminded of like a lot of stuff. And yeah, like I think just like a lot of things like hit me really hard recently, and I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to constantly be in a hate space where like I wasn't feeling good about everything. So I decided that like maybe it's better if I just, you know, like I just stop looking at social media and stuff, or like I stopped like caring about it. And it got to a point where like, because I didn't have notifs on, so I kind of forgot that it existed, and then I'll be like, wait, shit, have I not posted anything in like 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, in 4 weeks, kind of thing, right? And it's like, should I be posting something? And then it starts this anxiety, like, oh my god, you know, I haven't posted anything, the algorithm's probably going to treat me like shit. And then like you know, and then like, oh, maybe I can just like, oh god, I need to draw something. Oh, but well, it doesn't matter, you know, like I don't need to draw something, you know. And it just, so I kind of ignored it for a bit, and it took me a while, yeah. And it didn't help that like, nah, it's okay, and then so as you guys might know, I went for a little operation. My finger got infected. From an ingrown nail, most likely. Yeah, I went for a little operation. My finger got infected. Thankfully on my left hand, not my right. I'm right-handed, so thankfully it was just on my left. And it was my left index finger. It got like infected, so it started like swelling up real bad. It started swelling up real bad, and like it hurt, right? Like it was like throbbing, kind of hurt. So I think it was 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah, Saturdays ago. So it was AFA actually. Yeah, it was AFA. So AFA Saturday, like it started like hurting and shit. Or more like I think it was already there since like Friday, but oh dear, I should have done this. Hold on. Okay. Like it already started since Friday and I didn't think much of it, but then like Saturday was like when it really started like throbbing, you know, pain. Like I wasn't doing anything, I'm not pressing on it, I'm not like flexing it, but it hurt. And I was like, oh god, this is bad. Like I think I lost sleep over it because it actually was hurting so bad that like I couldn't sleep. So on Sunday I went to see the doctors. I went to see, there's a clinic near my place and I went to see them and they were saying that like, okay, well, we don't have the expertise to help you here. Like we can give you some antibiotics that I'm still eating and like I'm still taking, and they were like, you know, we can give you some antibiotics but you have to, they were like, you probably have to go to a specialist to get this like fixed. And I'm like, okay. So oh my god, it's Kohi. Hello, Hisashiburi. It's been a while. Yeah, I am now recounting the experience of me getting an operation on my finger. I'm dragging it out. It's what they call clickbait. I don't know, but it's not clickbait. Yeah. So yeah, the Sandalphon lover. It truly be the Sandalphon lover. Yes. We're married because we have a son. Okay, well, yeah, so I had to go to a specialist on Monday, so I took like half day paid time off just to go and get like, you know, just to go and get it checked to the specialist. And like it was really funny because so apparently the clinic is actually, it's like a foot clinic, you know, like they specialize in feet, right? It's feet clinic. So feet, yes. And then but I was there for my finger, right? So I walked in. Okay, so before like going to the clinic, my appointment was supposed to be 1:30 p.m. right in the afternoon. So like I was like, okay, you know, like I'll go there after work and maybe like I'll grab lunch after or something like that, or I'll grab a quick lunch and then I'll go there. And then I think at about like 10 a.m. they were like telling me, oh, I'll tell you how much I had to pay. I'll tell you how much I had to pay eventually. You wait for that. So at 10 a.m. they were like, actually, you know, someone took your 1:30 p.m. slot, so we've moved your appointment to 4 p.m. And I'm like, huh? Who the fuck? Who the fuck took my appointment? You know, I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh, whatever. I'll find like some place to like bum around, right? Find some place to bum around and stuff. So I did that. There was Mr. Donut, and they had like the Pokemon donuts, like the Pokemon donuts, like the collab, the Pikachu and the Pokeballs. So I was like, okay, you know, like it looked kind of empty, you know. So I'll sit there after lunch for like 3 hours. I shouldn't have bought those donuts because, like, you know, I shouldn't have bought them. They're quite heavy, and I already had lunch, and I felt greedy, like a greedy pig, and I want to eat them, and I shouldn't have done it. Hello, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Fuin. Welcome. Oh my god, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I'm slowly recounting my experience of getting my finger operated on. Wow. But yeah, like I shouldn't have bought them, and I don't like artificial banana flavor, and Pikachu is artificial banana flavor. I don't know what else I expected. I think I expected like tasteless cream, you know, like just sugar cream, but Pikachu is banana flavored and he tasted horrible. It tasted horrible, okay? And like Pikachu is a banana, and then the Pokeball was alright, but like the red sugar that they use to make the Pokeball color is so sweet, and it flicks off. Like you pick it up and it just crumbles and starts snowing onto your table, you know, red snow. So if you like that, then the donut itself is still nice, the filling is still nice, but the toppings ain't that great, and I felt really full. So I kind of regretted it a little bit, but that is yeah. So I sat there for like 3 hours, I think. Like I just bummed around and just like looked at my phone, played some games, you know, on my phone. And then when it was time, I went to the clinic and been a fan of your art for a long time. I finally watched your stream. Oh, thank you so much. Is that an aura? Is that your aura? Oh my god, that is so cute. Your aura emote. Kawaii, so cute, so cute. Thank you so much. I hope I can draw while I talk. It's been a while. Yeah, it's so cute. But yeah, so I went to the clinic, right? And then I saw this lady go in. This lady was like, oh, she got called in. I was like, okay. And then the doctor was like, oh, the people at the staff. Yay, fellow aura. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so I went to like the ladies at the counter and I was like, oh yeah, this is me. I'm here for my appointment at 4. And they were like, oh, is it okay if you wait a little bit because the person before you came really late? So can you please wait for your turn? And I'm like, what? The lady before me? The lady that was just here? Like, what? Like, please don't tell me this was the lady that was supposed to come at 1:30 because like I was like, don't tell me she took my slot. And then arrived like 3 hours later. I don't think so. She was probably supposed to arrive at like, I don't know, maybe not that time, but I don't know. I was just like, I'm on time. You have delayed my appointment, and then you made me wait more. What? So I was a little mad, but what could I do? So I sat around and I think I sat in that clinic for like another half an hour before they finally called me in. And I was just like, how dare they? They took my time slot. I had to bum around for it. I can't believe like I did tell the clinic that, you know, if you could move my appointment earlier, like I would like it to be earlier, but they didn't call me. So what do? Okay, yeah. So I had to wait there, and when I finally went in, be reminded again. I went in for my finger, right? I went in, and then I sat down, and the doctor was like, "By the way, do you know that you have a foot problem?" And I'm like, "What? What do you mean? I'm here for my swollen finger." And the doctor was like, yeah, so do you see your left big toe? Like the big toe on your left foot? It's slanted, right? I'm like, yeah, it's always been slanted. And it's like, you know, it's not supposed to be slanted. I'm like, what? See, your right foot is not slanted. And I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing sandals. Yeah, I'm wearing sandals. And the thing is, like, he said that when I walked in, he could tell like from the way I was walking that I already had the condition. So when I sat down, and he's the feet master, indeed he is. So when I sat down, he looked down at my feet and he was like, "Are you aware you have a foot problem?" I'm like, "What?" Yeah, so apparently I have a foot problem. How nice, you know. Buy one, get one free, apparently. And yeah, so apparently I'm not supposed to have slanted feet. I don't know, like you know how like when people draw anime girls and then they draw like, okay, I'm gonna draw a feet on Tancred's face, sorry. Like, you know how they draw it like this, right? Like this feet, you know, like they draw it like they like I feel like so many people like to draw the feet like this, you know, like they draw the toe like this, right? And like I thought that was normal. I thought that was like a beauty thing, and then apparently it's not. So like apparently it's a foot condition. Yeah, apparently everybody you draw, Kohi, has a foot condition. It's called bunions, apparently, like onion, but you replace the first O with bun. B-U, yeah. You're giving them feet. Yeah, you're giving them foot conditions. Yeah. So like that's the thing, apparently. Like apparently that's a thing. Like it's a foot condition. So yeah, the doctor was like, "Do you know you had?" And we spent like half an hour talking about my feet, even though my finger is hurting, and like yeah. So yeah, I have a foot condition. So apparently, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but at least for me, I've seen it where, like, you know, the elderly, sometimes when they walk, they drag their feet, right? Like, they drag their feet, and it's like their feet's like, it can't even, like, land straight on the floor, right? Like it's like they're dragging it on the side. And apparently if I leave my foot be, like I don't try and get like treatment or something, that's what I'm gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be. That's how I'm gonna walk. Apparently, according to the doctor, that's how I'm gonna walk. And I didn't want that. So I was like, I don't want this. But he was like, okay, but first we can talk about that later. But first, let's, like, after half an hour, he's like, okay, but we can talk about that later. Let's deal with your finger. Let me see your finger. And I'm like, here's my finger. It hurts. And he's like, ooh, this is a infection. And I'm like, oh, is it ingrown nail? He's like, most probably. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna cut your finger. I'm gonna cut your finger, and then we're gonna squeeze the infection out. And he was saying like, okay, so there's like two ways I could go. He was like, there's two ways I could go about this, right? The first is that he like permanently cuts off a portion of my nail, so it will never, if it's an ingrown nail, like it will never grow back, right? It will just not grow back. And it is permanently solved. But guess how much that freaking thing costs? It will cost $1,000. 4 digits. Lovely 1000 plus, you know, with tax and all that shit. And then I was like, ugh! And he was like, but we could also do another one. The doctor's pretty funny, by the way. Like he has an ASMR voice as well. He's pretty funny. But he was like, we could do another one where you know, like I just like snip it off a bit. I snip it off a bit. I snip off the ingrown part, but I don't touch like the rest of the nail itself. And then like he'll cut open like, you know, the part of my finger, like the skin, so that he can like get the infection out. And he was like, that one's cheaper. It's $700. And I'm like, well, it's not $700. He said it was like $400. And I was like, okay. Yeah, you know. And he was saying like he also didn't really want to like go straight for the $1,000 procedure, so we went for like the $400 one. But with tax and all the extra costs, apparently anesthetic has extra costs, bandages are also an extra cost, and the antibiotic cream he gave me afterwards was also extra cost. So with everything, with taxes and shit, it became $700 anyway. So I shudder to think that if I had gone for the $1,000, you know, operation, like it'd be like 1.5k or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I had the operation. It was actually like it didn't really process to me that it counts as an operation, because it was like an hour long, I guess. It was like an hour long procedure for just a finger. That, yeah, it's just one finger, like not even my entire hand. It was just one finger of my non-dominant hand, you know. But it hurt, so like yeah, and I gotta do it. So I did it, and like it was bad, because like obviously, you know, they had to put anesthetic and stuff, right? And oh, this looks weird. They had to put anesthetic and stuff, and it was bad because my finger, at least I don't know if it's because like I have gone to a few, like I've gone through quite a few surgeries in the past myself. At least four surgeries. So I don't know if like my body has become accustomed to like anesthetic at some point. I'm not very sure, but basically they put 2 shots in one finger, right? Like they inject it into my finger, like two shots, little needle into my finger, and it did not go numb. Like they waited 5 minutes and then they pressed down on my fingers, like, do you feel anything? I'm like, yeah, it still hurts. And they're like, okay, 2 more shots. And I'm like so then they did 2 more shots on my finger. Like, so you know your finger is made out of 3 segments, right? They started with like the segment that's closer to my palm, and then when it didn't go numb, they're like, okay, and they moved like to the middle segment, and then it still didn't go numb, you know, like my finger still didn't go numb, and they're like, well, we're gonna have to do 2 more shots. And I'm like, I can handle the pain, you know, like you can do it now. And he was like, no, 2 more shots. And I was like so he put the final 2 shots at the tip of my finger, And it fucking hurt, man. It fucking hurt. Okay, like it fucking hurt, and I was just like, ah! And it was so funny because the nurse was like petting my leg the whole time I was doing it, and I didn't scream or anything, but I was just like I was just like holding my breath. I'm like, it hurts. So I had 6 shots in one finger, and the wounds have closed up now, but there were like 6 dots on my finger, 2 on each segment, very even, and it hurt. It really hurt. Like I mean, the doctor was very nice because he says like, oh, you know, I inject very slowly because he says it hurts less that way, but it also means that whatever pain I felt lasted longer because he was going at it really slow, you know, and I was just like, so yeah, that was a time. Yeah, and then it finally went numb, and my finger looked like the grave, you know. It swelled up even more because of the anesthetic, and like it was just so like, it hurt, man. It hurt. So I think I'm like doing this wrong. It really hurt. So like yeah, it really hurt. And then they cut it open. Well, they didn't. I mean, I'm making it sound worse, but it's not a big cut. It's like they just basically cut it enough so that they could. There's a little like opening to squeeze like all the infection out, and there was a lot of stuff that came out of that one little like crevice that I'm not gonna describe because it's gross. But yeah, stuff came out. And that was about it. And that was you know, in just a single hour I lost $700. I lost $700. Oh my god, I lost it. You know, that's the cost of one VTuber model commission, you know. That's how much I charge for like one VTuber model like live 2D commission. You know, I can't believe it, man. Like, just one finger of my non-dominant hand, and it's the same as what I would charge for a VTuber model commission, you know. Oh gosh. But yeah. Yeah. I hope you're feeling better. I am feeling better, and it's still a little swollen, but I've been putting like cream every day and stuff. There's still a little bit of an ache, but it's way better now, yeah. And then like basically they told me to come back for a follow-up tomorrow, so I just took the day off, and then like I went, and the doctor also told me like, oh, you know, if you want to fix your foot condition, like he told me the condition, it's called bunions, right? And then he was like, usually to fix this, like they would make like insoles, like medical insoles for you to like put in your shoes, and then like you get regular like follow-up sessions to like, oh, you know, for physiotherapy, like because basically I'm walking wrong, right? I'm walking wrong as well because of the way my feet is. So like it's also to like, okay, like go for sessions to teach me how to walk properly, teach me how to walk like a normal person, right? And then yeah, so he said you can come back tomorrow, like, and then we can discuss like how to proceed for your feet. And I was like, okay. So I did. I searched up about it, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to walk bad, you know. So I'm going to get the treatment. I'm going to get the insoles. Yeah, and so like the next day, like we had a follow-up for my finger. There was still like some stuff left, so he squeezed the rest of the stuff out. But like, guess how much the insoles cost? Guess how much the, like, you know, because they have to 3D print the insole, right? Like they scan my feet, by the way. So there's a 3D print of my feet that exists in that clinic's database. Less than 500? Nah, man. Let me tell you how much this custom-made, 3D printed in Australia medical insole costs for both feet, by the way. So like, as in the price I'm saying is for both feet because it has to be for both feet, right? $2,000. 2000. Hey, whoopee. $2,000 fucking dollars. So like the thing is, it also includes like the physiotherapy sessions and shit, and a bit of like warranty and stuff. Yeah, the, you know, the thing is, it was supposed to be 1.6k, $1,600, but again, with taxes and a lot of other bullshit, it became 1.9k, like, so it's pretty much $2,000, right? And I was just like, oh my fucking god. I mean, the guy was like, is this okay? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't want to walk funny, you know. Like, I think if I had to choose between $2,000 and walking properly, I would choose to walk properly, you know. Like I'm really paranoid about these things. So in 2 days I spent 2.7k. It's Wolcred, yeah, it's Wolcred. I spent 2.7, well, okay, 1.9 plus 700, so 2.6k in one sitting. Amazing. So yeah, commission me, guys. Commission me, guys. Just kidding. I'll be fine. Yeah, for medical costs. You missed the whole story, Kay. You gotta watch the VOD. But yeah, TLDR, finger got infected. Went to get it checked. Found out that I actually have a foot problem. Decided to buy medical insoles to also like address the foot problem. Operation for the finger cost about $700 and the insoles costed about $2,000, so it's a lot of money and I'm poor. I guess you went into the abundance hurt, you better say that. Sorry. Yeah, so yeah, well, the thing is, this month it's December, and I get a 13-month bonus, and what do you know, like this is pretty much like almost a month of salary, so thank God for 13-month bonus, because that sure would cover what I spent. I am kind of trying to talk to my my insurance agent, like, yeah, is there any way I can maybe claim this? I think he's probably like he probably sent me some stuff, but I'm streaming, so he has to wait. It's after work hours anyway. I'm surprised he even replied. So but from what I heard, because this kind of stuff isn't really like, you know, it's not like I'm not expecting the claim to go through, because I know insurance policies, like, they really only count like, oh, big accidents and shit, right? So I'm not really expecting this to go through and stuff. So who knows? We shall see. I'm a bit scared, but yeah. So unfortunately, it is what it is, and oh god, I hate saying that. Why did I say that? So yeah, it is what it is, and unfortunately, it be like that. Ooh, I need some reference. Hold on. But yeah, that is the story of how I got my finger injured. It's kind of like I still have to put on like bandages. Like it doesn't really hurt anymore, but like, you know, I need to make sure that I have 2 antibiotics that I'm taking right now. The first is a cream that I have to put over the wounded area, and the second is like open stream to Tancred chest. Hell yeah. So yeah, I'm taking 2 kinds of antibiotics. The first one is to put on my finger, on my wounded area, and the second is you know, the one that I just ingest normally, like the pill. So I still, like, regarding the I shouldn't be using this brush. So like regarding the one that I have to apply on my finger, like I still have to wrap it around in bandages to make sure that everything seeps in and stuff. So it's a bit of I don't like it, right? I don't like it gets in the way of like typing and Control Z, and like when I play FF14 I have to learn how to press buttons with my middle finger instead of my index finger, and it's just not very comfortable, but I'm kind of used to it. And like I have to be, and because of my foot condition I also have to be more like aware of how I walk. So it's a bit weird because the first few times they're like, oh, you know, you're walking slanted because you're so used to it and you don't realize it, you know, so don't like try to walk, like be mindful about how you walk and try to walk straight. And I'm like, ugh. So it's really weird. I'm getting a lot more used to it now. They gave me, because the medical insole, it's currently printed in Australia, and apparently Australia has like 3-week Christmas holidays. They're so lucky. 3 weeks, man. Oh my gosh. I want 3 like government mandated 3-week holiday, you know. So because of that, like they say that it will take about a month to print my insole. So they gave me like a temporary one that I'm kind of wearing every day, and I'm used to it. It's not that bad. It's like I've gotten used to it and stuff, but it did take a while to get used to, definitely. And yeah, it's I'm okay. I'm okay. Like it's nothing serious. I didn't even say it was an operation until like when I told my work friends, like, oh yeah, I went for this, and they were like, it is an operation. And I was like, I guess it is. They're like, you had 6 shots of anesthetic injected into your finger. It's an and they cut it open, like, you know, it's an operation. I'm like, I guess it is. So I guess I went for an operation. Yeah. I guess this is my 5th operation, in a way. I've had 3 for my eyes, 2 that I don't remember. I had 1 for my bum, and now I have another one for my finger. Yippee! I'm racking up the, you know, it's another one to add to my interesting story collection. Yeah. Yeah, do you guys know that my eyes have been operated on 3 times? It's a wonder that this is my, you know, it's like God was trying to nerf me. Imagine if the first one failed. I would not be here. I would not be drawing at all. Wow, but yeah. Do you guys want to hear about the eyes? I always like telling the story of my eyes, because like it always like, you know, because like drawing is such a huge part of my life that every time I think about like I was kind of born like going to be blind, you know, and if like the first operation failed, then like I would not, like, you know, so much of my life would be so different. So like I like to think about it, even though it's a little morbid, I guess, the way I'm saying it. Like, yeah, basically when I was young, I was born with this condition called glaucoma. It's a condition where like there's a lot of fluid in your eyes, and if left untreated, you basically go blind. Your eyes go like white and shit, like the fluid just gets in the way of your eyeballs, and it just cuts off your vision and shit, you know. Like it's just you just can't see it, you just go blind, you know. And like everything, like even though your eyes go white, like basically for the person, like their vision goes black, because it's like, you know, liquid that's like covering your vision. So I was born with that. Apparently it's like one in was it 100,000 or something like that? I don't know. It's a very slim chance, and like my gacha luck is so good, man. I hit that 0.0000001% or some shit. I don't know. Like that's where all my gacha luck went. That's why I don't get no good rolls in my gachas. My gacha luck so good on the wrong shit. Yeah. So I was born with that condition, and I think I was born in August, and I got it operated during Chinese New Year. So I was 5 months old during that operation, which meant I obviously don't remember anything. I'm a baby. I probably cried like ass. I don't know how they sedated me, but they sedated me and I probably cried like ass either way. Yeah, and I just remembered that my mom... Okay, I don't remember. People told me that my mom was crying a lot because when she first went to see a doctor, I think my eyes were already like starting to cloud, right? So they rushed me to a doctor, and apparently this doctor was like, there's no hope for her. She's blind. She won't be able to see. And like my mom was like crying and shit. And then my dad was like, no, I would not give her up, and he brought me to like a specialist, like optometrist or optician. Which one is it for the eyes? Optician, yeah. He brought me to an optician, and like the optician was like saying that you can still save it, but we need to bring her to the operating room like now. Or something like that. Like it was like we gotta do it now. Something like really urgent, and they did. So they did something. I can see. Yeah, I can see you guys. Hi chat. Hi chat. I'm waving. Hi chat. Yeah, and then yeah, and apparently like because of that, I also have myopia. No, I think I already had myopia. So I had both myopia and glaucoma. So myopia is basically short-sightedness and... Short-sightedness? Short-sighted. Short-sightedness. I can't see well, basically, you know. And yeah, so I had to wear like specially made glasses. Like they had to custom make glasses from a baby and stuff. My dad told me that as a baby, like I just kept throwing my glasses on the floor. There was one time apparently they were at the road and I threw my glasses on the road and my dad was like, oh, and he went to pick it up. That was what he told me, allegedly. I don't know, slander. So yeah, and then apparently when I was 2 years old, I had another one. I guess it was like a follow-up. I'm not sure about that one. I don't have a lot of details about that one, because I guess it wasn't as exciting. I don't know. But apparently I had another operation to make sure that stuff was okay. And then when I was 10, so this one I remember, when I was 10, what I was told, because basically every half a year, every 6 months, I have to go back to the same optician who operated on me to check whether my eyes were still okay and stuff. Because I think because they operated on me so young, I think the stuff, you know, the stuff that connects my eyeballs to my brain, it's like really weak. So they have to like do like regular checkups to make sure I'm okay, to make sure that my eyeballs are working as intended. So when I was 10, I think they said something like, hey, your... which eye was it? I forgot which eye, left or right. Might have been... wait, hold on. Might have been the right eye? The right eye. Like they said that, hey, your right eyeball is kind of moving out of place. We need to operate and move it back. And I'm like, what? So at 10 years old, I had another operation where they had to shift my eyeball back to its rightful place or something like that. I didn't feel any different. I didn't know. But I'm not about to argue at 10 with like a doctor who has like 30 years of experience or some shit. So yeah, that was my third operation. Means that whole medical this third operation is the first one that I remember, you know. It's the only one that I remember going through, and it hurt, man. I never want to go through it again. I mean, yeah, no one should go through it again. It hurt, man. Like I remember that they sedated me and then they did the operation, and when the when it ran out, what's the medical thingy that they use to sedate people? What do you call it? What's the term? Morphine? That sounds like a... It is kind of anesthetic. I don't know, but I think once the thing like ran out, I woke up, so like I was conscious, right, but I could not open my eyes because it hurt. Like I think, like, you know, when, and I guess it is anesthesia, right? Is it anesthesia? I thought it's anesthesia. Yeah, you when I said that, you laughed at me and said that was the name of the movie.
Yeah. Yes.
I hate you. Yeah, so like they when the anesthesia like ran out, I woke up, and then, you know, when you wake up, the first thing you do is try to open your eyes, right? And I just like remembered it was so painful because first I think my eyeballs hadn't like recovered, so if I opened my eyes, like the wounds around my eye, like it hurt basically. It was so bad, and also like I couldn't see anything, like everything was like white. And my dad was like, oh, don't open your eyes. And I was like, what's going on? Like, imagine like 10-year-old Mins in elementary school, and I'm like, what's going on? Pain. You know, and my dad was like, okay, just keep your eyes closed. Like, we're right here. And I'm like, where am I? And like, you're in the hospital. You're on the bed. And I think I did have some like IV drip on me. You know, like a needle in my finger connected to a tube kind of thing. And I was like, and then like, I touched it and it hurt. I'm stupid, you know. I was like, oh, what's this on my hand? You know, then I pressed on it and I was like, ah. And my dad was like, stop moving around. And I just remembered like he was like, okay, the doctor's gonna come by and take out the needle. And it hurt. When they took out the needle, they were like, okay, take a deep breath. And I'm like, okay. And then they pulled it out and it fucking hurt. Like, thanks for the hydrate and posture check, Zex. But yeah, it hurt. It fucking hurt. They pulled it out and it really hurt. It was, I think like it hurt more than anything I've ever felt because it was so sudden. I don't know. It was so bad. Oh my god, it was so bad. Yeah, like, and I was like, ah. Oh my god, it was so bad. I'm remembering it now. The pain, it's so bad. Yeah. And I think it's still more painful than whatever I experienced like last week. Oh, it was so bad, I swear. And yeah, so and then I think like my parents had to feed me as well because obviously I can't see anything, right? And I can't even open my eyes. And they're telling me not to move and stuff. Because I'm still weak. And I'm young. And I'm a baby. And I'm weak, you know. So, like, I remember... I don't remember the meals. But I remember that the hospital had some damn good ice cream, okay? I don't know what it is because, you know, like when they say that when you have the rest of your senses covered, your other senses, like, become stronger, right? To make up for it. So, like, I don't know if it was just because my eyes were out of commission. So, like... things tasted better, but that ice cream was so good. I was like, whoa, I want more. And then they actually got more from me. Yeah, extreme taste. I think it was coconut. I do like coconut, so like I was like, yo, what is this? And I was like, can I have more ice cream? My dad was like, this isn't a restaurant, but I'll ask. And the nurse was like, yeah, we can get more ice cream for her. So I was like, yay, ice cream. Yeah, so I had more ice cream. And my dad was like, don't ask anymore. I'm very paiseh. I was like, oh, okay, how do you know I was going to ask for more? He was like, don't ask for more. So, yeah, that was the first operation that I remembered. It was also, I had to be wheelchaired out. Yeah, I remember that I had to be wheelchaired out. So, like, you imagine you're just like on the chair and you're moving and you know that you're moving, you can hear the wheels and you can feel like yourself moving, you know, but you're not in a car, so you can hear like people talking, you can hear people's footsteps, you feel like, you kind of feel that you're going past people but you can't see anything. And I was just like, whoa. I don't know, I think back then, like, I thought it felt cool, but it was also very scary. Like I can't see anything, you know. I could just feel stuff, but yeah, like they wheeled me to my dad's car, and then my dad had to like carry me and load me up on the car. Gotta get working. But I have a good stream, means hope you make good progress on comm. I hope I do. I generally don't make like progress on stream because I'm talking and stuff, but I hope I do. Thank you. But yeah, so like like they loaded me up on the car, and then I had to, and then they drove me home, and it was so scary because I couldn't do anything, you know. So it's like I just laid in bed. And like that's all I could do, and I think I fell asleep at some point. And the next day when I woke up, like I could open my eyes a bit, but it still hurt a lot. And I forgot how long I had, like I was out of school for. Like I couldn't go to school, but I think it was a few days, right, that I couldn't go to school because of this. And I think my eyes, because of the operation, like it was red. My eyes were red for like a whole month. And the mean people at school, you know how mean kids are at school, right? They were laughing at me because I had red scary eyes, and I felt bad. But also when I told them that, oh yeah, they cut my eye open, and they were like, whoa, you know, that's gnarly. Now they don't say gnarly, we don't say gnarly here, but you get what I mean. Like when they find out, they're like, whoa, that's kind of cool, you know, you got your eyeballs moved and stuff. But I mean, I don't know, it hurt like shit, right? So it's just like one of those experiences that I have that I can kind of remember here and there when I recall it. It was an experience, yeah. So yeah, my second operation, the second one that I remember going through, but technically my fourth, it's a bit weird. It's for my ass. It's for my butt. For my buttocks. butoxe, right? My buttocks. So basically, I don't know if like I'm the only one who does this. I recently found out that a work friend also went through the same thing. So we bonded over having our ass operated on before. This might get a bit TLDR, but I promise it's not as gross as it is. Quite gross, I guess. Basically, you know, when you sit on the toilet for too long, you know, and back then I like to bring my comics into the toilet, so when I take a big shit, you know, I'm just like hee reading Naruto and shit, reading Death Note, you know, and then I would play Pokemon, and I would sit there for very incredibly very long. And what happened was that we all brought manga to the toilet. True, yes, smelly, but true. Yeah, so I sat there for like very long, and what happened was that, well, something started growing inside. Something started growing inside because of this. Inside my ass, inside my anus, something was growing, you know. Something was it was growing. And I could feel it. So when you take a big shit, you have to use a lot of force, right, to like get the shit out. And because of that, the whatever was growing inside, it would pop out, it would peek out, it would be like pop, and then it would pop out, and I'll be like, ooh, what is that? And then I'll push it back in. I would push it back in. I'm like, ooh, what is this? I can't take it out. Then I push it back in. This was when I was 14, I think. I was 14 when this happened. I pushed it back in, yeah. And every time I pushed it back in, my finger was bloody, right? Because it is a lump of flesh, you know, from the inside. So it was bloody and shit. So I'll be like, whoa, there's a lot of blood. And I didn't tell my dad because I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. Until like... until I think one day... I can't remember how it happened. Maybe I did tell him about it. I was like, oh yeah, you know, so weird. I have this like lump thing in my butt. Then sometimes it will come out when I shit. Then I will just push it back in because it feels like skin. I don't know. Then when I push it in, my finger is bloody. And my dad was like, what? And he was like, we are going to the hospital right now. he brought me to the doctors, and he was like, she has some shit growing in her ass or something. She says she has a lump of flesh in her ass, and the doctor was like, what? So I think like, again, you know, we went to the hospital, and then they have a guy there who is he's like, oh yeah, it's probably this thing, and apparently it's called a polyp. So it is what it is. It really is just like a lump of flesh. Apparently there's like different names for different types, but mine was like, it didn't hurt, right? I just know that I could just feel it growing in there. Like, it didn't hurt or anything. The one that my colleague has, apparently it hurt. So I'm glad mine didn't. But yeah, like yeah, so mine didn't hurt, and the doctor had to confirm. The doctor had to confirm that it was there. Yeah, he had to confirm it was there. I'll leave that part up to your imagination of how he confirmed that it was there. Let's just say yeah, I mean, it's very medical. It's very medical, you know, so obviously it's like it's medical, but let's just say I know how it feels. Yeah, I know how it feels. And then they were like, okay, yeah, something is there, and actually it's pretty big. We should get it like removed. So then I went for another operation. Yippee! They sedated me, and from what I know, they had to stick this stick that has like a metal wire in a metal loop at the end. They had to stick it up. Then they would loop that loop around that thing, and then apparently they zap it off. Like it can run an electric current through it, so they zap it off, and then like they would fish it out, basically. Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but they did it, you know. And they put it in a little jar to show me and my dad. They're like, yeah, this is the thing. And I was like, whoa. And my dad was like, can I keep it? And they were like, no. My dad's so funny. But yeah, so that's TLDR. Yeah, yippee. Don't sit on the toilet for too long. Don't sit on the toilet for too long, because in the worst case scenario, like, you could get multiple at one time and it could hurt. But yeah, I think the worst part of that whole thing was that I had to clean my ass, right? Like, so do they call it enema? ENEMA? Like, you had to squeeze liquid out of a nozzle into your ass that is supposed to make, like, it's supposed to clean, right? So the liquid will go around and it will literally force you to like expel everything, and it's bad, man. I think that was so yeah, enema. Like, I had to do it twice a day for like 3 days. I think it was so bad. It was bad, because they had to make sure that everything had to be empty. Enema, ow. That's what you get. Ow. But yeah, so yeah, that was the most painful experience. No, it was not the most painful experience, but it was one of the more painful ones. So yeah, God, I'm going at this so slow. I think like I'm actually really bad at painting skin. Yeah. So that was the latest operation until today. So yeah, I think I was 14 at that point. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So Jesus, but you know, like those all happened before I became an adult, right? His chikubi. Oh, I haven't even painted his chikubi yet. His chikubi is still one like one unclosed circle. But yeah, so take care of yourself, guys. Don't be like me. If you see that your toe is very slanted, go and get it checked and bring $2,000 with you or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hopefully I can get like insurance coverage. If not, then I might open commissions, you know. But like, gosh, like, my most expensive commissions is like $300, right? I mean, like the base one, and like thinking about it, I have to like do 10 of them. 10 like fully rendered like Oh my god, man. I might die, actually. Oh god. I do think that because so many people have been asking, it will not be difficult getting 10 people who are interested in it, but my hand might be, you know. I mean, I can do it. It's just that I don't want people to wait for so long. I might take them in batches, like batches of 3, right? Then like 3 batches later, then maybe I don't need to, I'll just eat the final course myself. I don't know. Another thing, like on Saturday, like we also met up with our ID to choose like our floor tiles, right? Our floor tiles for
vinyl flooring, not really tiles.
Oh yeah, it's not tiles, it's like vinyl flooring for our home that I'm moving into next year. Yippee! And that is and then we had to pay like another sum of money, so then I had to pay like another $2,000. So in like a week I spent, quick math, 4.6k. But the one on Saturday isn't bad because that's what I've been saving up my money for, right? Like that's where I intend to spend my money on, not like my finger, so that one's okay, but it did like hurt a bit, like oh my god, my bank balance this month must be like stupid, it's probably really bad. But yeah, I'm very excited for the house because we went for a Japanese theme, like no one is surprised, and I really like how the renders look. Like I think it's very cozy. We really like it, so I'm very excited to I'm very excited to like get to move into it. Yeah. Do people usually show off like photos of their house? No, right? That does count as doxing, right?
Yeah. Because like our ID might use it as a portfolio thing.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's sad though because I would want to like show off our house.
You can, if you don't care.
Yeah, but people can do crazy searches. But I'm not popular enough for people to do crazy searches, right? I don't know. Do I have enemies? Do y'all hate me secretly?
That bot did.
The bot?
Yeah.
What bot?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what bot.
Maybe all the people I've blocked in the past, they're like, time to get my revenge, and I don't know. But yeah, it's a bit scary now, I think. Like the internet is scary. Yes. But yeah, I think hopefully because I have this to do and like 3 giveaways to also like finish, 3 giveaway drawings, so it will still be a while before I can open commissions, but I do want to try and open commissions because like people have been asking since like last year. Yeah, I haven't opened commissions like for pretty much like almost 2 years, I think. So people have been asking, and like I do want to, because I feel like I've not been motivated enough recently to actually draw anything for myself. Work has been sapping a lot of my energy, and like I don't know, it's just a rough time for me, I think. Ooh, he spin. It's just a rough time for me, so if it's if I can use this to help at least give me something to draw, right? Like outside of work, then I will. Like a lot of times, a lot of my colleagues, right, and my work friends, hope it gets better. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure if it's just like recent algorithm stuff and like that one competition that had results that kind of upset me a little bit more than I like to admit. But my mental state with regards to like posting art or like even drawing has not been the best, and it's been kind of on and off like for a long while, I guess. Like like there's always this like this thought that people, like in the end I'm not gonna stay on the internet forever, right? I'm not gonna be here forever. There's gonna be a day where like I don't need to post on the internet anymore. Goodbye, everybody, right? Like there's always that. So, but at the same time, I also like I don't want it to be now, right? I still want to post art, and I still want to, you know, have people like look at my stuff, but at the same time, it kind of just feels like, oh, I don't think people care. And I know that's not true because I just literally said that people have been asking about my comms for like 2 years, so it's not true. But you know, the longer you go without posting, and the longer like you look at the numbers, and like the algorithm is just not treating you well at all, and you just go like, maybe people don't really care. And honestly, like, I shouldn't really care as well, because you know, like, I don't think I'm getting worse, right? Like, I don't think my quality is getting worse, but it's a thing that everyone has to like go through. So I'm trying to think of how this works. Like, things come, you know, like everyone goes through it. So it's been really bad though. Instagram plummeted in the past year. Blue Sky isn't that great for promotion either. Kind of sucks to be stuck on Twitter for over a decade. I think it was so beautiful. Thank you, Kohi, and I'm glad that you also like really found like great success, you know. So like super happy for you as well. Can't believe it. It's been a decade. Oh my god, it's been a decade. I can't believe it. Like, iNana is celebrating its like 10th anniversary next year. I can't believe it. Oh my god. I can't believe we've known each other for like pretty much a decade. Holy crap. Like, I know we don't really talk like much anymore because our interests are like very different, but like, you know, just kind of glad that we still keep in contact here and there. Thanks for dropping by as well, hanging out and stuff. But yeah, like, a friend found the Daichi fan book. Oh my god, I don't even know where my copy is. Oh my god, I don't even know where my copy is. It's still in my house somewhere, I'm sure, like my old place. Oh my god. Yeah, like sometimes people will be like, hey, you know, I still have your Danganronpa art book, and I'm like, oh my god, burn it. Michi still has like my Danganronpa art book. I found it the other day, like when we were like packing to move here. We found it the other day, and I'm like, ew. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. Happy USA Fest, really blessed to have you around. Ah, likewise. Honestly, we should talk. I keep saying that, you know, like we keep saying like, oh, we should talk more. We should have like a podcast stream about Idolish 7, but like, you know, it's like those things that we never get around to doing it and stuff. But yeah, like I'm glad we still keep in contact. Does this look better? I can't tell anymore. We gotta collab for it. We do. I actually, you know, the worst thing is that I actually wanted to work on a original model. I actually had plans to work on an original model like at the end of this year. I wanted to work on it in October actually, and then like it's already December. I don't even have like a draft of a design like out yet, you know. So I think that's just how unmotivated it's not like I don't know what to draw. I've had a lot of ideas noted down. I have so many things I wanted to do, but I just don't feel like doing them. And I think like you know, if I force myself to do it, like I won't be able to. It will just come out like shit. So like, this is where like commissions come in. Like, if you guys realize, every time I open commissions, it's because like I don't know what to draw, or like I don't feel like drawing. And the best way to make me draw is to give me responsibility, you know. Yeah, exactly. Next year is 10 years. We gotta do it. Okay, August 20th. We booked that date. Okay, August 20th. Let's collab. 820. Let's collab. We note it down right now. That's our plan for next year, guys. My first collab. That's not with my husband. Booking it here. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's been rough. I'm trying not to think about it. I don't think work-wise, I think stuff has been going good in a way. Like, I'm really like, work has been really stressful recently because, you know, how much can I say? By right, nothing. But hold on, let me drink. by right nothing, but we are working on something very new. I am doing a lot. It's kind of a dream come true in some senses. I feel very blessed to get this kind of opportunity. I cannot say it because if it comes out, if it gets released, I am legally not allowed to say that I did it. I can only vaguely hint at it. So by right, I can't say anything, but I am doing something that is pretty close to what I've always wanted to do, in a sense. So because of that, a lot of my energy and my mental has been going towards that, right? If you guys know, like, when I joined the company, you know, a lot of my work was like doing like UI localization. So it's not like super, it is still work, and I'm not putting down the people who do UI localization, but it is simple work. And it's kind of like, people ask why, like, oh, you know, how do you have the energy to continue working at home when you are working at work, right? And the answer is that because the stuff I was doing at work is not mentally too taxing, you know, like it doesn't take too much brain power, right? But now it does, and I'm putting like a lot more effort into, like, I am forced to put in a lot more effort and thinking into work, into my 9 to 5. I wish it was 9 to 5. It's more like 8 to 6, 9 to 6. Yeah. So because of that, it's also why I am not able to, I don't have as much energy to, you know, I don't have as much energy to like put into my own work, because now when I come home, I'm getting home later as a result. I used to go home on time, you know, like 5:30, I'll just like clock off and I'll be like, yippee, I'm home like by like 6, right? And I have the rest of the evening to myself, you know. That's how I've been living, right? Like and because like I don't feel fulfilled at work, like I get to put like so much more energy into my own work, right? And like, you know, that was the balance that I've had for like 5 years. But then now, like, I'm getting more responsibilities. If they might be getting a new person, and once the new person comes in, then I have to also like mentor them. I don't know who will take me seriously. I'm like the size of an ant, you know, like who will take me seriously, right? But so I'll have to mentor them, and then that's scary because a lot of them are like they have way more working experience than I do, and like imagine me mentoring them, so dumb. Like and like it's just, you know, and because I'm using up so much energy on work, when I come back home, I'm just like, I wanna play games. I want chips. You know, but yeah, so it's Mince Hugs like, nyar. I can't really, because you always draw like I know you primarily for your chibis, right, Kohi? And because you always draw such cute chibis, and even when you draw like not chibis, they're all very cute. Like I think I just had the impression that you were my height, and then I see you at AX and you're like twice my height, not twice, but you know, you're like so tall, and I was just like, man. I can't believe it, you're so tall. But yeah, so that basically all this to say that like if there's a reason for my inactiveness and general like no motivation to do stuff, like it's because I'm working on something that will probably not even come out next year. It might probably be like, if it even comes out, you know, game development is so tough. But a lot of things are riding on this, and that's also why I'm so pressured by a lot of stuff. So a lot of things are riding on it, and I just hope that I want it to come out, you know, because I put so much work into this. Like, we put a lot of work into this, and I think no one wants to see it fail, you know, because I feel like the consequences of it failing is worse than it releasing and not doing well. Like, it has to do something, you know, so it has to get out. So that's where all my energy is going, and I just hope that it will be worth it. I guess it might not. So I'm not like, you know, I'm not like, oh, it's gonna be the best, it's gonna be the greatest thing ever, but because it's not up to me, right? I'm just ultimately a slave in capitalism. But it's not up to me, and all I can do is just do my best. But doing my best means that for stuff that is not work, I am unable to put my full energy onto it as before. But I'm trying to find that balance. It's taking a while, yeah. And I think like I have to stop looking at numbers as well. Like, I think you guys, it's very plain to see. I've not been doing very well on social media, and it'd be like that, I guess. Like, I've kind of given up trying to like make it work, because if, like, let's say I get something that really, you know, that blows up, gets more than 5k likes, right? And even then 5k likes for like someone with my following, it's not even like that much, you know. Like right, like my next one will get like 50 likes, who knows, right? I've kind of like stopped chasing after it, or at least I'm still, every time I tell myself that, like, every time you tell yourself just stop looking at the numbers, it's never that easy, because you, in the end, like, you will just start comparing. That's how the artist brain works, right? You'll just start comparing, like, oh, why am I not doing as well? Like, how come this person that maybe, you know, they can just post like a sketch and it gets like so much attention, while I can post like fully rendered pieces that I've worked my ass off of, and like it doesn't even get like 3 digits sometimes, right? Like it be like that, and you know, it doesn't mean anything. Like, in the end, it doesn't mean anything, and you have to keep reminding yourself of that. But it still eats at you, because you know, like, when you put so much effort into something, you want validation that the effort wasn't wasted, right? And sometimes, even though you say like, I had fun drawing it, you know, I think it's good, I think it's a good piece of work, right? But self-validation can only get you so far, and I'm not like the kind of person that can live off just self-validation. So, but I'm trying to not let things affect me. And that's also why I've turned off all notifications, because if I never get a single notification of, oh, AAA like your stuff, BBB like your stuff, CCC retweeted, you know, then I don't count it in my head, right? Because I realize that when I get those notifs, I am kind of like mentally counting, okay, I woke up to 5 notifs, that means there's at least 20 likes, right? And I was just like, oh, this is not healthy, you know. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I posted a good piece, and then when I look at my phone, I get like maybe 1 notification, I'm like, oh, you know, right? And I realized like that I'm falling back into that again. So at the risk of missing important messages, which I don't really get anyway, like, I just decided to turn everything off. It has helped me a lot. You know, because it's not like I forget to check. Like, I'll still check it like here and there when I remember to, you know. But I've not been in a very good headspace, and I'm just trying to like remove myself from it. And I think it's been working a little bit, but in the sense that like I still do get this fear of like, oh, you know, I don't have new stuff to post in a long while, people are gonna forget about me. So that's another thing that I'm gonna have to, you know, try and get myself, like, you know, just trying to get myself to overcome. it's a long journey. It's never ending. Like even if I overcome it now, in a few months time it'll be back, right? Like it's just how it is. So it'd be like that. So right now I'm just hoping that, like, you know, that the stuff I'm working on, it brings me some sort of like validation, though I'm not really expecting it to. It's not easy. A lot of followers just want popular fandoms, trending tags or memes. I think it's a shame because unless you're a huge 100,000 artist, not too many people really care about supporting because of art style, only if they recognize the art. I think art style is more important though. I agree, yeah, I agree. Though to be fair, I have seen like people with, you know, like 50,000 followers, 60,000 followers, and they're actually getting the same amount of likes as I do, which is like 3 digits, right? Like 120, 150. So like when I see that, I'm like, oh, it's not just me, you know. And like these guys, they have a big following, and it's not like their art is bad, right? But the algorithm lately is just so bad. And so like I think for me it's just like whatever, you know. And I also have to remember that even though I don't have a following that is considered like extremely huge in this day and age, I have a job that's paying the bills. I can afford a house. I can afford renovation. I can eat $3,000 for my finger and my food with that, and I'm not like super worried about it, right? I'm fortunate enough to be in this financial position that I can pay for this operation out of my pocket and be like, I think I'll be fine. It's a little spicy, but I think I'll be fine, right? And so like I've seen people with 60,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 60,000 followers who have had to open multiple like emergency commissions because they don't even have enough for rent, right? So I don't know, like I think I'm doing, like I have to keep telling myself you are doing all right, you know. Social media numbers is just social media numbers. And yeah, like I think the only thing I'm bummed about is that because I still want like opportunities, you know, for stuff, and those require social media numbers, right? But I'm just taking it one step at a time because like if it happens, it happens, you know. And the only thing I can do to ensure that is to just keep drawing, right? So what do you know, it be like that. And I feel a bit bad whenever I talk about this because I feel like that's all I've been talking about like this entire month, or like this entire year actually. Like I feel like I've been talking about this and like how I felt about like the digital art space for like the entire year. It feels like this is a bit dark, but I don't know how I can, you know, it feels like I've been just talking about it the entire year, and you guys are probably like sick of hearing about it by now, but I find that I have to talk about it because it's how like I convince myself that I'm still doing all right. Like I need to let it out. I need to let it out, like voice out my frustration, and then after that I try and tell myself that okay, it's not that bad, right? Is that coping? Ah! I'm being attacked! Oh my god! I'm being attacked. What do the boomers call it? Glomp?
Hey.
I love you. Thank you. Right, so Ffxiv, we're doing things outside of only posting online. I think you're totally valid because you're not alone. The space become very numbers focused and grind heavy. It almost feels unhealthy. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Glom. Kay gives a thumbs up. He hates the word glom. But yeah, so I think it's healthy that we need to talk about it, you know. And I think I'm lucky because I have an audience that do follow me for like specific things that for like just what I draw. I've had people follow me from like Pokemon, right? to Idler 7. And then when I started drawing FF14, I had people who follow me for I7, they started playing FF14 because I started drawing FF14, right? And then like if I drew stuff like Fire Emblem, they'd be like, hey, yeah, I love Fire Emblem. And then like they'll still support me, right? So like, you know, I feel like I'm lucky, right? Because, and I need to remember that I got this following just from drawing whatever the hell I want, right? Definitely there were people who only followed me for like certain things. Like there are some i7 people who only wanted i7 and they never followed me to FF14, right? Mostly the Japanese people. And then like, you know, Nano-san, like if I don't know if Kohi remembers Nano-san, like the one that used to draw like really good Ioris. And like she had her own female OC that like she ships with Iori. I don't know if you remember her. Like Nano-san got into Niji-sanji JP as well. She really likes Hayato Shacho, right? And like, yeah, so like I actually found like her Niji-sanji account and I followed her and she was like, Min-chan, Niji-sanji mo shitteru? You know, like, do you also know Niji-sanji? And I was like, yeah, I mostly follow Ian, but I do. And then like, she's like, oh, I do watch Ian as well. And she's like, I'm slowly starting to learn English from them. And we, you know, like, even though we met each other through Ainana, like, you know, we were still like kind of, yeah. And I think it was so funny because, you know, when Nina graduated, right? Like I rushed out this like drawing for Nina to like you know be like, oh, you know, I really like her streams, like I hope she's doing well after graduation. I didn't even know that she used it as a thumbnail because like she didn't like she credited me, but you know it wasn't like an ad, so I didn't get it as a notification, right? I only knew it because like Nano-chan, she DM'd me, she was like, did you see this? And I was like, oh! so like, you know, like there's just like some stuff that like it does, I have to remember that, you know, these kinds of like interactions, right? I know it's funny to I know I probably shouldn't be mentioning like Niji-sanji with everything that's been happening, but you know, Niji-sanji has brought me some like good experiences. It's just unfortunate what has been happening lately, but yeah, so I need to remember and stuff. And like I think when Illyra like commissioned me, and you know, a lot of people, more people than I realized, actually like also watched her, and they were like, oh my god, you know, like, so it was like kind of surreal. And you know, like the person who made the MV of that particular cover that I drew for, right, they had been following me since like i7 days. Like they I think they were Metso Oshi, right? And they've been following me for like since i7 days as well. And they were like telling me like, you know, it's so surreal that I get to work with like your art. And I was just like, oh my god. You know, so it's just like you have to remember that I need to remind myself that these are the interactions that matter, right? Not some arbitrary number, you know, like this will happen again. I will be moody again about stuff here and there. It will always happen, you know, it will always happen. But I need to remind myself that this is, you know, the important one, you know, the interactions that matter, right? Small World. I also love the art you made for her cover for Invincible Rainbow Arrow. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. It was so hard, like keeping it a secret from people, you know. But yeah. And both Illyra and Petra knew me because of Idler 7. Small world, like really. It was so wild. It's very small world. So yeah, I think it's just, you know, like people that remember you and stuff. People that will remember you. There was, I think during I think I said this in a previous stream, but like during does this look weird? During like Maker's Quest, like the convention, there was this Korean lady who who said that like she flew down from Korea just to buy stuff from me like in person, and I was just like, damn. You know, what the heck. So I gave her a lot of freebies. I was like, you know, you're probably never gonna come here ever again. Take everything. So I gave her a bunch of freebies. Yeah, like I appreciate people, you know. I flew down all the way to AX to see you, Kohi. I'm sorry I didn't buy anything because like I don't play the Hoyoverse games, but like I flew down all the way to see you. Yeah, I don't know, you know. So I'm glad. I think like if anything, I'll continue drawing, you know, and I'll be alright. So like, do you guys know this? Wait, I'm gonna go get water for a bit. BRB, where's my taking a break? I've never used this screen for so long. Hello. Yeah, you're good, lol. Like, I also don't play FF14, but I love Letter Champ. You're sticker in my collection. But oh my god, thank you! I have a place in the Kohi collection. Hydrate. Yes, I'm hydrating. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Right. So recently, do you guys know this Korean variety show? Is it considered variety? I don't know. Reality TV show? Is it considered? It's just a.
Both are the same?
Are they?
No. Variety show is more. Reality TV show.
Reality TV. Right. Just like all the artworks I have in my shop. Ah! Now burn them. But yeah, like what was it? Like so recently, me and Michi, we finished this reality TV show called Culinary Class Wars. It's a Korean cooking like competition show. I don't want to compare it to MasterChef, but it is kind of like MasterChef in a sense, like, you know, it's that kind of like cooking competition, right? I think it's way better than MasterChef. There's way less drama, and like everyone actually feels like they all actually know how to cook, you know. And the judges are actually like, they feel like they are proper judges, you know, like they don't criticize for the sake of criticizing. They know they are very clear like what they look for in the dish. I highly recommend it. It's really good. So like I think what made me like in the final episode, I honestly only watched MasterChef Australia because it's not as dramatic as the US one. Yeah, I've watched like a few seasons of the US one, and I mean, it is kind of just like mindless drama in a sense, but it is kind of bad sometimes, you know. So, but yeah, I really recommend this one. Like, and the dishes are so good. Like, and actually they look good, you know. So like I highly recommend like watching it. It's pretty good. I'll type it for you. Hold on. Culinary Class Wars. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix only, so if you have Netflix, like, highly recommend. But yeah, so like in the final episode, like after like the results are like, you know, the winner has been chosen kind of thing, right? Like they actually kind of had this montage that included the people who didn't make it past the early rounds, right? And it was like they asked them all this question, which was like, you know, what does cooking mean to you, right? And I think both me and Michi, like we kind of like almost teared up a little bit while watching that, because they were talking about like, you know, how important cooking is to them, how it's like a lot of them were saying like, if I don't cook, I can't imagine myself doing anything else, you know, like cooking is like my life. I get so much joy from cooking, even though sometimes it's stressful, even though sometimes, like, especially for those who do it as a job, right? They're like, even though sometimes I forget the joy of cooking because like, I'm doing it for my job, like, I cannot imagine myself doing anything else. And you know, if I think like the both of us, we mentally like replace the word cooking with drawing, right? We mentally replace it with like art. And I don't know, like it just hit like so hard the way that they did it, you know, the way that the stuff they said. I think, yeah, and like some of them, they actually like they couldn't finish their sentences because they started like crying and stuff. They were that was how important it is to them. And like, man, I'm getting a bit like choked up just like thinking about it, you know. It's, I think like in terms of being able to express yourself, right, it doesn't matter the medium, we're all the same, right? Like, we do it because it brings us joy that nothing else can replace, right? Like, even if I do my art for a job and there's days where like I just draw because it is required of me, I'm not doing it for fun, I just draw because I have to do it, right? And I'm able to like switch to that mindset. That's how I've been surviving the past like few years, you know. But I know like some people, they never want to work art because, hey, I'm talking here, like, hey, you know, they never want to do art as a job because like, you know, they don't want it, they're afraid of it being ruined for them, right, if they start doing it as a job, which I get. But I feel like despite everything, despite like, you know, like a lot of the times I actually did, like I think recently I keep like thinking like maybe it is time for me to stop posting on the internet, right? Like I actually like considered that, like what if I just stop posting on the internet, what if I just go into like permanent hibernation or shit, you know, right? Like maybe it's time. But when I think about it, I'm just like, so what? I'll still keep drawing. Even if I don't feel like drawing now, I'll still keep drawing, right? Like I cannot imagine myself not drawing. It's so important to me, and like I draw because I really like it, right? In the end, like I'll still draw because that's what I like doing. Like I like playing games, but playing games does not give me the same satisfaction I get when I draw something, right? So I feel like listening to them, they're like, I might have lost like my spark here or there, but when they think about it, they're like, they still want to cook, you know. Even the people who like have stopped drawing, like I wonder if they ever stop drawing, you know. Like I feel like at some point they might have considered picking it back up, right? And I think that's the beauty of it. When you are able to create something, it gives you like this joy that you can't really get anywhere else, you know. So you started because you love it and evolve and become a part of who we are. Exactly, yeah. Like it just is, you know. So I need to remember that like, even if I'm drawing for myself or I'm drawing for work or whatever, like, you know, I do it because I like it, right? So, and I think like I kind of regret that I didn't know Look Back, right? The movie Look Back by Fujimoto. I didn't realize it actually did air in like cinemas here. I really regret, like I didn't know. I wanted to watch it and I didn't know that like they actually aired it here. And I missed it, like we missed it by a whole month, I think, so unfortunate. But yeah, like I know that a lot of people actually like got really like inspired by it. Like they were like, it reminded them like of why they started drawing, and I really wanted to watch that. So maybe one day illegally, I don't know, but yeah, because like I don't know where else I can watch it, you know. So
I mean, it's on Prime.
It's on Prime. Fuck Amazon. They still haven't like fucking cancelled my fucking thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
God, man, so stupid. Yeah, so I might need to email them again before they charge me for like next month. Yeah, so I shouldn't say fuck Amazon. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Never mind. Sorry Amazon. I will go through your customer service channels. But yeah, so like I want to watch that, and you know, like but Culinary Class Wars did, like that final montage really did remind me, like, yeah, like no matter what happens, I'm drawing because I like drawing, you know. And I'm taking way too long at shading this skin. Oh my god, it's already 11:30 and I think I'll shade the nipple off stream. I'm very scared to like draw a nipple on stream. I will shade it off stream. Hold on. Yeah, it was so good. Still 7 C's are. But I cried so much at theater. I love the manga one shot because I'm a huge fan of Fujimoto Sensei, but seeing it come to life was so beautiful. Oh. Yeah, I want to watch it eventually. If there's a legal way to watch it without selling the 7 C's, then I will go the legal way. But I don't know. A lot of the legal channels are not available where I am. You know, and Netflix doesn't bring the cool shows. I'm kidding, but yeah. But you make him look good. Thank you. The thing is like this client. I don't know if you recognize their wall. Like they commission a lot of like Wolcred. Yeah, they commission a lot of Wolcred. So like and like I think they've been asking like for a while. So like I was like, yeah, I can take it. Then I decided to take it. And they said that they really like, you know, when I drew the shower silence, they said they really liked the way I drew that. So they're like, can you draw him naked? I mean, like shirtless, you know? And I was like, sure. So that's why I'm putting like so much effort into this. I still need to like clean up a bit. But I think like this is how I can do it right now. But yeah. So imagine you're giving him a massage. Oh man, I will give him more than a massage. I mean, huh? But yeah, so I'm trying to put as much effort into it, you know. Your love for Mr. Cray shows up. I hope it does. Like, I get a bit... should I say this? I get a bit nervous with like, amongst like other like Tancred artists because I feel like a lot of them are friends with each other, but I'm actually not friends with like a lot of them. Like, we're not even mutuals. So I always kind of have this feeling that like I'm like, you know, that people are avoiding me for some reason. So I get a bit self-conscious about that. So I just hope that, you know, I'm overthinking. Yeah, but I do love him very much. Like even if Dontrell was shit, but you know, like I do enjoy him very much and stuff. So you know, I think, man, I love drawing characters. I really do. It's so interesting because of work. I've been like paying more attention. Not that I haven't been paying attention before, but I've been paying more attention to like the bits and bobs of like characters and stuff, right? So I feel like I've become more critical, and it sucks, right? Like, you know, sometimes when you play games and when you've worked in the game industry or you've worked on stuff, you can kind of be like, I know why they did this. I can see what corners were cut. Oh, thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Ichibo Sage. Ichibo Sage, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, so like in a way, like sometimes I'll look at character stuff and I'll be like, oh, I can see why they did this. Oh, okay, I can see like why this was done the way it was done, kind of thing, right? Like I've become a lot more critical about stuff, and I think like in a way it's made me more like picky about things. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, who knows, right? Hello. Ooh. Welcome to the stream! Also, my name is Mince with the S. My name is Mince with the S. I wish I was a cute little maid, but I'm not a cute little ghost maid, so I have an extra S at the back of my name. But yeah, welcome to the stream. But yeah, so I don't know, like I feel like one thing that people tell me a lot is that when I draw a character, no worries. No worries. Because like you know, mint is an actual word, so like it's very understandable. But yeah, like what was it? Like I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, one thing that people do tell me about my art is that whenever I draw characters, they think it feels like the character, you know, which I think it's high praise. I think it's high praise, right? That when you draw a character, people know which character it is, and people can feel the essence of the character, and like I think that's really like high praise. So like it's high praise. It is, yeah. I'm very thankful whenever people say that. Or like, you know, I think the best praise is when they go like, I like how you draw this character, and I'm like, thank you. You know, like I don't think I draw the best Tankrits. I think Beancap draws the best Tankrits. I love Beancap's like Tancred so much, you know. They're this Korean artist who draws a lot of Tancred, and I think to me like they draw him the best. Also, I go feral every time they draw Tancred. I love their Tancred so much. So like when people tell me that they like the way I draw Tancred, I'm like, oh my god, really? Thank you. I think so. You draw them very in character, a lot of personality and body language and expressions. Thank you. I think it's because like I like to overanalyze them. I think you know this about me, Kohi. Like I like to overanalyze like stuff, and I think like it when I draw them, I'm like, ooh, yeah. Do they look like this? Do they make this expression? Do they? Oh, you know. Thanks for sharing the art regularly. Hell yeah, they draw so much. I want to be able to draw like as much as them, like through sheer like thirst. I've not been thirsty enough lately. Yeah, my motivation draw for myself has been poo poo pee pee, but it's okay. It's okay. He'll be back. I hope. Yeah, like I think like, you know, the recent art of Ira that I did, it didn't get too much attention, but I'll just show it anyway. Remember, but I'm in the same way. It feels so good to put everything in a character drawing. It feels nice when other people point out details too. Yeah, you know, like sometimes especially on Tumblr, like I'll get things in the text that I don't even notice. They'll be like, oh my god, I love the way you did this because it shows this, and I'm like, oh yeah, it does. But you know, like I don't think about it. Like for some reason I can't redeem save your work. Oh, huh. I'll check it out after the stream. That's so weird. But yeah, like this drawing of Ira that I did, like, you know, I did this pose, right? Like I did this pose with the peace sign and at her eye, and I want to say that I completely forgot she does this pose regularly. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll give her this pose because like she's a cute girl, right? And like she's so extra. She'll be like, yeah, right? And then it's like, well, I was drawing this and then I was watching the episodes that were coming. I'm like, oh, she does it a lot. Oh, she actually does it a lot. Well, good for me. You know, I think I just like showing the essence of the characters a lot. I love Ira. I love Ira. And dun spoilers, but like my favorite character finally appeared. He's made his appearance. I'm so happy. I can't believe, and he's voiced by Ishikawa Kaito as well. Oh my god, I'm winning. Are you all surprised that he's my favorite? Like, to people who watch Dun 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 and know my character taste, are you all surprised that he's my favorite? Like, tell me honestly, would you have guessed that he's my favorite? I don't know if Ezra has like caught up with the anime. Yeah, I like Gigi. He's my favorite. Are you guys surprised? Like, be honest. Good taste though. I'll wait for him to get more screen time. Fair, that's true, yeah. I love Gigi. I love Gigi so much. You know why? He reminds me of Michi. Michi doesn't even know how he reminds me of him. I don't like the colors I chose for his hair. I might reshade this afterwards. Can't say I really like the colors for this. Let me see what I can use. Is it the hair color? Yeah.
No, I mean Gigi's haircut.
Oh, Gigi? No. I read the manga, man. The manga doesn't have hair color. It's not like you'll know. You'll see. Like he reminds me a lot of you. You know. You'll see. He's handsome like you. But yeah, I really like Gigi a lot. I know people are gonna make fun of me saying that, oh yeah, Gigi has the center parting just like everyone you like, and I'm now it's not the center parting, okay? It's never the center parting. It's not my fault they all happen to have center parting. It's not my fault. Goddamn. Okay, I don't know when I should end stream. I feel like I should. It's not even been 2 hours yet. Okay, I'll wait till the 2 hour mark. Oh my god, anime is so good. Episode 7 means, oh yeah, everyone like, wait, do you read the manga, Kohi? Do you read the manga, or are you an anime only? I think it's I might need to paint over this. Like I think I'm having a hard time with this because it's like one block. Maybe if I add lighting here. I don't know, makes it. I'm not sure. I might have to look at this like with a different set of eyes tomorrow morning. Tomorrow? But yeah, like I'm surprised that they chose to do episode 7 the way they did. Because like that part in the manga, it's very fast. It's just like maybe 2 pages at the most. It wasn't like as detailed as like the anime did it, you know, like it was really just like a very like quick montage. Like you can it's 2 to 3 pages that they showed, and it was just like no text, right? So you can still feel like how heavy it is, that scene. But like when I saw it adapted in the anime, I was like, what? Like, oh my god, they're really like putting so much more into it, you know, like they really like they put their entire like dick, their pussy sorry, can I say pussy on Twitch? They put the entire like soul into it, you know, the entire like everything. It's so good. I got to like chapter 6-ish, but episode 7 was so artistic. It was such a beautiful adaptation to the animation medium. Yeah, it is. Their whole pussy. Yeah, their whole pussy. It was so good. I was like, oh my god. And I think the way they showed, yeah, I didn't know that Dan the Dan is made by the studio that did Ping Pong the animation. Like, no wonder it's so good, you know. I did think that there were some scenes where I felt like they couldn't show the dynamism of the manga. Like, I think Yukinobu Tatsu, like the way he draws stuff is extremely dynamic. It's a very mincecore art style. The way he draws like action scenes, his style is so dynamic. It has so much power, and like he knows how to do stuff. And I feel like some of the stuff, like the energy in his drawings, some of them don't really get translated to the anime that well. Or like I feel like sometimes the anime, like they neglect to use like the same dynamic angles that were present in the manga. They change it to a more like normal shot, normal angle, and sometimes I'm like, okay. But like I kind of understand it, you know, I kind of understand why they would do that, so I don't really fault them for it. But like, I actually really like the Scott Pilgrim adaptation the studio did too. Oh right, yeah, they did do it. I didn't watch that, but I remembered seeing it in the list. But yeah, like the way they, so like there was some parts where like I was like, oh, this doesn't have the same energy as the manga, but there were other parts where I'm like, oh, I preferred the way they do this in the anime, right? Like the first episode, the scene where like Okarun first tells Momo his real name, right? And then there was like they did that with like the UFO, like not UFO, the rocks like crashing down, and then there's like this bomb fire behind her, and she's like right, like that was so good. And apparently that's not in the manga. Like in the manga he just did it like a normal shoujo, like like Momo's like so I enjoyed that. It was so good. Yeah, I prefer the way they did that, especially episode 7 is another one that I really like what they did. Also, they changed, the part where like Okarun and Momo were like naked in the school hall, and then they were like running, right? And then Aira joins them. They angled it differently from the manga, but I think they did it better in the anime for like comedic effect, because they made it like in the anime it's like they're just running down a hallway, and then they run past a staircase, and then Aira like comes down from that staircase and joins them in that same angle, and they're just like right. In the manga, like it was different shots, different angles of them running down staircases, and then Aira like appearing from a different staircase, like from another staircase, and joining them. So like it works in the manga, but I felt like I preferred the way the anime did it for comedic effect. It was so good. And then it just ends there. I can't believe they just ended it there. It was so funny. Yeah, I really do like this anime adaptation. It's very good. It's very good. But yeah, it's so good. I love the way they do it. Ooh. But yeah, so good. What was I talking about? GG. I started this because of GG, right? Watching it for the animation differences remind me of how we all freaked out how they did all the yes. I still haven't watched Third Beat. I need to watch Third Beat, man. Third Beat watch along. I need to watch Third Beat, man. I think like Ainana, like you know how like we don't necessarily like exit out of fandoms, like they're kind of there, but we just like move on. I need to watch it, man. I need to watch it. I remember like Second Beat like beat me the fuck up, Second Beat beat me the fuck up, right? Like pummeled me to death, and I was so excited for. Oh my god, wait, can I link something? Cause it's so funny. Someone liked this ancient tweet. Someone liked this ancient tweet of mine, and I had to look at it again. I'm going crazy all over again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, right. It's real. I forget it's real. Oh. I love Ainana. Oh gosh. Yoriku, my. Wait, Kohi, do you know? I think I said this when you weren't here, but do you know? Apparently, like the movie, that's so crazy because there was a post of mine that oh my god, maybe it's the same person. They've been going around eating the Ioriku food, whatever they can find. But I don't know if you heard about it, but apparently the movie, like the Ainana movie that like did really well financially, like apparently it made Ioriku popular. Apparently like Fly Away got really, really popular because of the movie. I don't know what they did. I have the Blu-rays, but I haven't watched it. But apparently they got really popular. And I was like, why didn't they get popular when I was in the fandom? Better late than never. They finally opened their eyes. And apparently my friend told me that like it got so popular to the point that the 10 Rikus got angry. What a timeline, man. What a timeline. Apparently the 10 Rikus got angry at it, you know, like she was telling me how like she's been seeing tweets from the Japanese side where like the Japanese 10 Riku fandom where they were saying like oh, you know, I hope Ioriku like crashes and burns so that we can go back to 10 Riku. And I'm like, imagine wanting like Ioriku to crash and burn so that your incest can flourish. Like it's so wild to me, you know, like you they are brothers. They are brothers, guys. Oh my god, so fucking funny. And I'm just like, yeah, cope and seethe, guys. I've had enough. Because of them now, that's true, that's right. Wanting them to crash and burn for 10 Riku, small brain. Wanting EO10, big brain based. That's the rules. I will only allow Ioriku Slender if it's EO10. I will only allow Ioriku Slender if it's EO10. If it's not EO10, then I don't want to hear it. Go away. I've been living in like, I don't know. I mean, Ioriku is not like unpopular by any means, like even back then, but like I feel like Ioriku has always been like this middle ground of like enough people like it for it to be a main ship, but at the same time for a main ship it's not very popular, you know. Like I remember when Zoo came out, everyone started shipping like Toma and Riku, and I'm the kind of person that like, you know, if my favorite character is A and I ship A with B, I can ship A with C and D and E and F, but I cannot look at any other ships with B. You know, when it comes to the other character that I ship my favorite with, I do not want to look at any other ship that they are in. So like I can't. So like I could not look at Toma Riku, I could not look at Tama Riku, I absolutely could not look at Gaku Riku or 10 Riku. I really did not like 10 Riku, but I think I didn't like 10 Riku because of its fandom. I feel like 10 Riku's fan base was quite toxic in a way. Yeah, but I could not look at any of the other Riku ships because I was like, no, because I think whenever I saw those ships, I was like, Iori's gonna be sad. I only really like Orion and Erin because of the AU, but not outside of that. Oh my god, I had to mute Orion and Erin as well. Not because like of anything. Like like okay, when I say I don't like something, I'm perfectly okay if you like it, right? Like I'm not dissing anybody for liking it. I'm making that clear now, in case other people take me out of context. Okay, but I had to mute it because I think the thing about the AUs is that a lot of people still treated them like the normal characters, right? And I didn't like it. I don't mind Orion and Erin as a ship because in that canon it is a good ship, right? Like yeah, of course it's good. But the way that I saw fan art of it, a lot of them I could tell they were drawing it because they like Gaku Riku, not because they like Orion and Erin. You know. So it was like, and I didn't like it. And for some reason, I don't know what it is with like Riku ships, but they will always include Iori in there looking sad. And they included like Koda in it looking sad or something like that. Like I saw quite a few of it and I was just like, what? This is not them, you know, this is not them. Like I think I don't like a lot of Riku ships because for some reason they feel that it's necessary to cuck Iori, to include Iori getting cucked, and I'm like, stop that right now. You wanna enjoy your ships, stay in your lane, don't bring my boy into this, go away. You know, so I think that's why I couldn't look at a lot of other Riku ships, because for some reason Iori is always there. Like, even though Ioriku also likes to draw 10 a lot, I feel like 10 is like shown in like a way that respects him as a character. Yeah, like Iori no tameni. Yeah, exactly. So it's like yeah, I had to mute Orion and Erin because of it. Like, because it was happening to them too, and I was just like, this is so weird. Like, they're not those characters. I like Koda and Erin, but I don't take it seriously. I actually prefer what? Fang was his name. I really like Fang and Koda. I really like Fang and Koda. And like, I think I drew a lot of like Sardine. His name is Sardine, right? Oh my god, his name is Sardine. Was his name Sardine? Like, I did draw like some Sardine and Koda, but I feel like, you know, I draw it in a way that's like, you can kind of tell. Sardinia, yes, thank you. Sardine. Might as well be Sardine. I feel like I drew it in a way that you can tell I'm just like having fun, you know. Like, it's not offending anybody in a way. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little hypocrite. But yeah, oh my god, Hoshi Meguri was such a time. I think Hoshi Meguri changed my life, man. I know it changed like everybody's life. It's like the best AU. I'm kind of sad that I didn't like the yokai AU as much, because that one, the Ioriku in that one was very strong. Very, very strong. But I think that one didn't grip me as much. I read Dance Macabre. I like Dance Macabre actually. So yeah. A little sad that, because like for the yokai one, like, you know, I really like yokais, and I really like the designs, and for all means and purposes I should have really liked the yokai one, but I think the story was like, they played it really safe. So it wasn't very interesting in a way. Everyone wanted a Hoshi Meguri like anime so bad, but it never happened, and I don't know if it will ever happen. Oh my god, wait, can I find it? When was Mecha Lala released? Do you remember? Hold on. 2017, I think. Do they release? When do they usually release it? November? Huh. Is this even the correct year? Might not be the correct year. 2018? October? Oh, was it 2017? Okay, wait, yeah, it is 2017, because I went to 2018 and I see like Hoshi Meguri stuff. Oh god, I've way too many, like, I had so much energy. September? Okay, okay, I see some like Mecha Lala art, but November? No, December? Was it in December? Can't find it. July? June? God, wow, that's a lot of files in June. Oh, con season. Yeah, makes sense. May? Where is the art? What? April? No, it released like... Maybe I do have to look at like the start of like 2018. I'm pretty sure I drew it. Yeah, but it's not in there. Why is it not in there? Maybe I drew it like early 2018, like after. It's not in those folders. Oh gosh. Nande? March? April? 2018 April? No? Where is it? Did I delete it? No. It has to be here somewhere. Oh god, no, this is already... This is... huh. Okay, I'm just gonna look like from the start. From the start of 2017. It has to be somewhere. so weird. Where is it? Oh my god, I cannot find it. What? No! Where is it? Don't tell me I drew it in 2016. It can't be 2016. I'm finding it in my files. I'm finding it in my files. Like in my files. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Oh gosh. You found it on Tumblr? When did I draw it? Is there a date there? Is there a date? Gosh, this is so much Ainana art. October 6th, okay. I searched in my October folder just now. Where is it? October. Oh, I found it. Okay, I think I missed it. I'm stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks so bad now that I look at it. I can't look at it. Bye. I can't look at it. Mr. Jane. Mr. Jane. It was so funny, like the way they named them was like on like their month of birth. So funny. Mr. Jane. Thanks for finding that. Thanks for unearthing that piece. You love the angst of it. I did too back then. I still think my best Ainana piece was the, you know, Kontororu or I forgot the line, but you know the let me control you. God, there was a time. I can't believe Yoriku gave me everything. Okay, I found it. Let me find it. It's January 2018. It's been 4 years. So, oh my god. It's such a simple piece, but I still really like it. I need to watch anime season. I forgot. Oh my god, Control Sasete is in season 3. Oh my god, I need to watch it. Oh, I need to watch it. Yeah, you know, like it's so weird that they say that they're like, oh my god, Yoriku is so messy, so toxic. When like Metso was also like pretty bad, and then in the end, like nothing came, like not much came out of it. Like they're just boys. They're just dummy boys. Okay, I don't really like this color either. I think this is a bit... I wanted to make his hair like... put some darker shades in his hair because like... of stuff, but I don't really like this. I'm gonna color correct it a bit. Yeah, I think this is better. No, don't sleep. You're so cute. Yeah, I think this color is better. It matches with the background better. His eyes though, I need to change it back. There's a bug! There's a bug, baby! No, he's gone. No. It's okay, I'm gonna stop soon as well. It's been 2 hours and I'm still here. He's just a moth. How can you treat your wife like that? Ah. He hit me on stream. Nah, he didn't. Okay, I should stop soon. I think like I've been sleeping like really late lately because I started playing Girls Frontline, Exilium, Girls Frontline 2, Exilium, and I got surprisingly invested in Gun Girls. The girls are very cute. Yeah, the girls are very cute. And I've been losing sleep because I've been playing it. If any one of you are playing it on like the Asia server, like the How Play server, let me know. We can add friends because I only have 4 friends, and like, you know, I want more friends so that I can steal like people's units if I need them, or you can steal my units if you need them. I think I re-rolled to get the meta so that, you know, re-rolling is important. You know, re-rolling is healthy, peace of mind. But yeah, I love gun girls. I'm quite invested in the gun girls. Oh my gosh. You know how they say like the eyes make the character, right? You know, like oh my god, I colored the eyes in and I've recently, like, because of work, I've had to like learn a new way of like coloring eyes, and I really like it. It's kind of a way I've wanted to color eyes for a long while. So like, because I was forced to like learn how to do it at work, so oh my gosh. Okay, I still need to like do a lot of things, but I think we can stop here for today. It's not a lot of progress because it's just like the skin and maybe a bit of the hair that I still need to touch up. I've been drawing like way slower like lately because I feel like I've noticed a lot more things, and also because like I realized like I've lost a lot of my multitasking like potential, so I draw a lot more slower now. So okay, this doesn't really make sense. I'm following a reference for like how to shade the boobs, but I guess because my lighting is different, so I can't do that. I don't know. Otsumins, thank you. Yeah, I think I need to like do this, like I need to ponder this on my own time when I get the chance to. I draw so slow nowadays. I swear I draw faster like off stream, because on stream I'm just like talking and I have fun talking, and I when I talk with my hands, so like then I there's a period of time where I don't really draw. So yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop here for today. I feel like I'm at a point where like I can't really see stuff. I know the light here shouldn't be this bright, but I'm gonna keep it like this for now because I quite like it, but we shall see. Okay. The good thing is that the clothes are all very simple, so I'm quite fast at drawing clothes, so hopefully I will be done with this sooner than later because the background's gonna kill me. I hate background. Ezra, draw my backgrounds for me. Alright, thank you guys for coming to this stream. So sorry that I think it's been a month since my last stream. A few weeks at least. For people who care, I bought Pokemon cards because the holiday set released like 5 days ago. They're shipping over now. It's a lot of Pokemon cards, so we're gonna have an opening here like when it arrives. I think I have like 8 boxes. 3 of them are the holiday set, and then the 5 is like the sets that I missed, so that's like 8 boxes of Pokemon cards. So if you guys care about that, that will be a thing in the future whenever it arrives. Other than that, I do want to go back to playing Paper Mario, but I think I should work on this commission, so I'll try and do more like drawing streams. After this, I do have a lot of other stuff to draw, so let me show you my other sketches of the giveaways because I'm quite proud of them actually. So you know, like this is sketch 1. Sorry, this is very rough. My sketches are extremely rough. Sketch 1, sketch 2, sketch 3. So I will have to, you know, complete these. So I might not play games for a while, which is fine because I think most people here are here for my art streams anyway. So yeah, I'll do my best No promises because I'm still a little, mental recovery, but I'll do my best. Thank you guys for watching. If it's daytime, please have a good rest of your day. If it's nighttime, please have a good rest. Thank you so much for joining. And hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good rest. Please drink water. Take care of yourself. Don't be like me. Medical fees are expensive. Goodbye. See you next time. Follow Michi Odai. Bye bye.